Good afternoon, St. Paul's. Welcome to today's Winnipeg High School Hockey League B Division matchup between the JH Bruns Broncos and your St. Paul Crusaders. I'm your host, Luke Parrott. Tonight marks the end of the Crusaders' regular season, but is an important game as the loss combined with the SGR win over Stonewall would bump them back into 4th in the West Division standings. The Broncos are currently sitting 4th in the East Division and are coming off a 6-2 loss against Powerview last night. Some players to watch out for include Crusaders captain Zev Stern, who is looking to extend his 4-game point streak, and Broncos leading scorer Dylan Vitelli, who has 20 goals on the year. Crusaders will be starting Ron Kylo in net. He's had a great season and is leading the West Division in goals allowed average with a 1.98. The Broncos appear to be going with Braden Martell, played 11 games this year. His record is 8-3. And his goals allowed average is 3.58. Will the Crusaders be able to tame the Broncos? The next 50 minutes of intense hockey action will tell the tale. Big thing for the Crusaders tonight is to limit their penalties, something they have been struggling with as of late. Playoffs will begin next week. All info can be found on the Winnipeg High School Hockey League website. at WHSHL.com. Getting set for puck drop in a few moments once warm-up has concluded. Fans started to roll into the building. Both teams are wearing home uniforms tonight. And there goes the buzzer. Puck drop will begin momentarily. Should be a very even matchup. Broncos are sitting 4th in the Eastern Division of the B League. Crusaders as well are sitting 3rd in the West Division. Oh. Pardon me, the Bruns Broncos are appearing to go with Keaton Wolochin, 12 games played, 7-4, a record, 3.56 goals allowed average. Crusaders getting ready for puck drop. Looks like the Crusaders will be sending out Nathan Lazarenko for the opening draw. On his left, Alex Stabard. On his right, Keaton Hammond. On defense, Carson Sufelt and Eamon Wallace. Lazarenko ready for puck drop. Clean, win the draw, back to Sufelt. Sufelt cross ice to Wallace. Sufelt carrying off ice, and he's stripped by Vitelli. Bruns comes in just wide of the net. Pressure applied by St. Paul's. Sufelt in the corner. Out in front, and it is stopped by Kylo. Back to Stabard. Up ice for Hammond. Loses the puck. Zook back into the corner to collect for St. Paul's. Zook up ice. Lazarenko on his right. Zook gaining speed through neutral zone, crosses the blue line. Goes in behind the net, Penner out in front, back to the D to Phillips. Phillips with a shot, blocked up in front by Zook. Penner in the corner, fighting for the puck. Bruns defender, back to Phillips. Phillips shot, deflected out in front. Back again to Zook on D. Over to Phillips. Phillips, deflected high, will hit the ceiling for a first break in play at 13:59. Very fast-paced first minute for both teams. We shall see what the rest will bring us. Putting out the line centered by Kai Sharma. Sharma loses the draw. Bruns gaining speed through neutral zone and is pushed off by Stefan Zerlias. Tyson Penner getting speed up through the neutral zone. Penner had the option on the left to Zemlak. Pass in front, goes behind the net. Bruns recollects in the corner, and a big hit from Zemlak. Bruns regains possession and heads up through ice. Schufelt strips the puck. Bruns defender falls down. Zerlias attempts to clear out in front, but intercepted by Penner. Penner will go for the change. Zemlak up on the side, pass back to Sharma. Sharma whiffs on the shot, blocked by the Bruns defender. Another shot by Holland. Oh, and it's blocked again by the goalie. Little frenzy of 3 shots there for the Crusaders. Those are the kind of scoring chances they are looking for. Dumped into the Crusaders zone, recollected by Wallace. Fighting for it in the corner is Holland. Sharma with a huge hit on the Bruns defender. Gaining speed into the zone, Holland goes behind the net. And there's pressure along the wall by Jonah Crossland. Fighting for the puck. Give it a few more seconds before the rest will down. Oh, and they keep going. Stern fighting for the puck behind the net. And is beginning to pushed up ice by the Broncos, but intercepted by Holland and a shot fired just wide by Crossland. Stern fires it just high over the crossbar. Over to Wallace. Back to Holland in the corner. Behind the net with Bruns. Getting pushed up the wall, over to Stern. Stern fires a shot, attempted deflection in front, but Holland just put wide. A little cough up by the Crusaders in the offensive zone, but that is okay. Fighting along the wall for it is Keaton Hammond. Pushed up along the wall and a big hit in front. Pushes the zone, Evan Gercio. Pushed just wide by the defender. Friesen with the shot, blocked out in front, loose puck, and Bruns recollects. Bruns coming up ice, just wide of the Crusaders' net. Crusaders have been all over the Broncos so far this period. Passed up ice, intercepted by the Broncos, and Friesen will recollect behind the net. Up to Zerlias, pressured along the wall, and loses possession to the Bruns defender, misses the net, and is ringed around the board, and it will go back into the neutral zone. Want to see St. Paul's does not go for the change. Puck taken by Stabard. Cleared into the Bruns zone. Heading up ice are the Broncos. Phillips over to the bench for Garcio. Back to Zerlias. Zerlias over to Phillips. Cross ice pass to Hammond, fresh off the bench. Can he get a shot on net? And it is taken away by the defender, fighting for it in the corner, Alex Stabard. Puck taken by Keaton Hammond, tossed out in front, and it is saved at 10:44 to go in the first period. Out comes Nathan Lazarenko line with Holden Zemlak and Keaton Hammond. Draw is lost by Lazarenko and is taken away by Bruns, gaining speed. Bruns Lazarenko up the ice, cross ice, and it is taken away by Zemlak. Great defensive play. Lilikoff up in front, and Kylo with the save and covers it at 10:27. Face off to the right of Kylo. Looks like they will not be switching out players as of this moment. Getting set for the draw. Lazarenko loses another one. Pressure along the wall by Zemlak, behind the net, collected by Wallace. Up ice for Hammond. Will push it by the referee. Off the boards, bit of congestion. Cleared back into the neutral zone. And looks like the Bruns are going to go for a little bit of change. And Lazarenko tips it out in front to number 15 on the Broncos. Eamon Wallace misses the hit in the corner. Little trip, no penalty called. 7 with a shot, and he scores. Unfortunate there for the Crusaders, down 1-0 with 9:57 to go. Still plenty of time left in this game. That is a rough start for St. Paul's. Was a very nice shot though. Sharma back out to take the draw. Sharma with the draw win, and goes back to Phillips. Over to Zook. Zook gaining speed up zone, makes it through the neutral zone, and called offside at 9:47. Left side of the neutral zone. Face off coming up. Kai Sharma. Loses the draw. Back to the Bruns defender. Off of Vitelli's skate. Pressure from Sharma. And puck by Stern hits a defender. Phillips dumps it into the corner for Sharma. Sharma battling for the puck. Stern gains the puck. Passes back to Sharma, lays a big hit in the offensive zone. Out in front, big save by the Bruns goalie on Tyson Penner. Puck over to captain Zev Stern, fires it. Puck caught in the chest by Wollaston with 9:07 to go. Crusaders seem to be applying a lot of pressure early on, a good sign. Jonah Crossland in to take the draw. Crossland wins the draw, back to Stabard. Stabard tips it out in front to the Bruns defender. Gang speed, puck is now in St. Paul's zone. Over to Stabard, off of the glass, taken by Domenico. Goka with a shot off of Kylo's blocker. Holland gaining speed into the zone. 2-on-0. Oh, and it is taken out of nowhere. The Bruns defender up ice for captain Sackaberry for Bruns. Intercepted by Zook. Block out in front. Zook behind the net to Holland. Holland, 2-on-2 situation. Holland and Crossland. Crossland with shot, and just off of the goalie's pads. Stays in play. In the corner. Bruns. Out in front. Crusaders try to make a change. Trying not to get too many men. 2 of those called last game. Stefan Relias gaining speed. Little tripped up, but he contains possession of the puck. Spin off the boards. Puck is right in front of the glass for Friesen. Dumped in by Zemlak. Behind the Bruns net and fired out on the right, but it's taken by the Crusaders. Zemlak coming with speed off of the goalie. Zemlak battling for it in the corner. Friesen has possession, punches it out in front, shot by Zemlak. Huge pressure in front, and it is taken back by Bruns. Dump into the Crusader zone. Icing will be called with 7:17 remaining. Face-off will most likely be to the right of Wollaston. Crusaders going with Friesen for the draw. Friesen wins the draw. Vigurcio back to Wallace. Zook and out back, and it is taken by the Bruns defender. Recollected in the zone. Crusaders manage to stay onside. Vigurcio, big hit in the corner. Friesen gains speed behind the nets. Pinched behind. Bruns gains speed out of the zone. Dumped, and it will hit the ceiling. And play will be called dead at 6:51. Crusaders going for a change. Sending out the Stern, Hammond, Lazarenko line. Crusaders are down a man today. Sam Monin out with a shoulder injury for the next 2 games. Lazarenko with the draw win, and is taken by McElberry. Dumped into the Crusader zone, taken by Phillips. Lazarenko along the boards. Hammond swoops in and picks it up. Puck is taken by Latvarenko, dangles into the zone, and Phillips at the point. Shot blocked. Fired through, blocked again. Phillips keeps puck in the zone, shot onto the goalie, and saved. Rebound to the right of him, up ice for Bruns. Crusaders have 3 defenders. Bruns is offside. Touch up at 6:10. Lots of fans in the building here today for this game, last of the regular season for the Crusaders. Sharma in for the draw against Vitelli, and Vitelli wins it cleanly, dumped into the Crusader zone. Stabard along the wing, pushed back to Schufelt, behind the net. Wallace, Schufelt, and pressure on Sharma. Little stumbling in the neutral zone, and they have a 2-on-1 cross ice. Kylo gets over in time, intercepted by Sharma. Gain speed up through the neutral zone. Down into the zone for Wallace, who is leading the team with 12 assists this season. Let's see if he can bring it up to 13 today. Dumped back to the Crusader zone. Schufelt behind the net. Bruns making a change. Breakout pass taken. Called offside at 5:17. Crossland appears to be coming out to take the draw, leading all Crusaders in the faceoff department with 201 wins so far in the season. Wins it back to Phillips, up ice to Zook. Dumped into the zone, and it's called a tip. Big hit by Zook behind the net. Out in front, Zook. Taken out by Bruns. Tipped out by Phillips. Zook passes it up to Holland. Shot blocked in front. Crusaders trying to regain possession. Crossland behind the net. Zemlak applying some pressure. Back to the point to Zook. Tipped out in front by Zemlak. Tipped just wide. Big hit in the corner by Jonah Crossland. Phillips coming for the shot. Passes to Zook instead. Zook with a shot. And it is saved at 4:27 by Woloshin. Face-off will be to his left. No Friesen coming in for the draw for the Crusaders. Friesen with a tie-up. Back to the point for Schufelt. Shot just wide. Stern fighting for possession. Tossed up the wall, but is pinned in by the Crusaders. Friesen in the corner, behind the nets. In the corner, not a whole lot of pressure happening right now. Behind the net, hit by Friesen, which actually dislodges a puck stuck in the glass. Friesen dangles with his feet just out of the Crusaders' offensive zone. Schufelt dumps it back in. Stern behind the net, tips it away. Looks like he has possession. Friesen back out in front, but is taken by our Broncos and stopped at the line by Zerdlias. Zerdlias through a series of passes over to Friesen and is taken away again by the Broncos. Recollect forwards are changing for St. Paul's. Tip out in front. Surprised that was not a too many men call on the Crusaders. Declared another chip by the referees into the Crusaders zone. Kyle will play it around back for Schufelt. Vitelli behind the net. Leading scorer with 20 goals for the Broncos. Fired wide by number 7. Neufeld stopped out in front by Sabard. Hammond with the dump in, but he did cross the red line. Big hit in the corner by Stabart. No call on the play. And Zook is absolutely nailed in the corner. Great job to provide no retaliation. Entering the zone is the Broncos. Originally did have a 2-on-1, but defenders came back. Wallace up ice for Penner. Penner still has the puck, a bit tied up. Lazarenko almost plays a pick and roll. Shot up along the glass by Zook. And Zook regains possession again, but is taken away again by Rich on the Broncos. Wallace in the corner with Penner. Looks like the Crusaders are going to regain possession here. Zook sacrificing the body once again. Out in front. Oh, and is pushed just wide by a defender's stick. Zook behind the net. Breakout pass leaves the defensive zone. Crusaders will be able to get a small change in behind the nets for Phillips. Out in front and does not connect for the Broncos. Behind the net, Zook sipped out in front. Penner. Phillips. Up ice. Sharma fighting for the puck. And it is going to be called an icing. Oh, and it is called. Oh, and they keep the call. That was a dangerous situation there. Face-off will be to the right in the Broncos zone. 1:04 left in the first period. Sharma stays on the ice for the draw. Loses in a tie-up and is kept in by Phillips. Great stick work. Under 1 minute remaining in this first period. Puck centered. Phillips regains possession. Along the boards, he has some action. Phillips getting a little bit tussle here with Domenico. And puck flipped back by Kylo. 30 seconds remaining. Elias getting speed up through the zone. Dumped in, 18 seconds left. Elias in the corner. 10 seconds left for the Crusaders. Crossland out behind. Back to Schufeld. Schufeld went up for the shot. Deflected just wide. Stern in the corner. 4 seconds left. Centered for Crossland, but it is taken away. Oh, and just in front, falling shot by Porter Hollins, but it is stopped by Wolshin, who has yet to let in a goal. Well, that concludes the first period of this game. Pretty fair and even matchup so far. 1-0 lead for the Broncos after the first 15 minutes of play. Broncos star Vitelli continues to put on a clinic out there. But that is one guy that the Crusaders are going to need to cover a little bit better. Conversations now on the bench, getting ready for the next 15 minutes of play. Also, no penalties yet in the game. Positive for both teams. Kylo heads back out to his nets, and Crossland in for the draw as we get set for the second period of action. Broncos versus Crusaders. Puck drop. Won by Crossland, tapped back to the Bruns defender, back into the Crusaders zone. Wallace rounds behind the net, up to Stern. Just tipped off the stick of Holland. Holland gaining speed into the zone. Appears to be not even a high sticking call here. Kept into the zone by Stern. Just outside the blue line. Wallace not able to hold it in. A little bit of interference by the referee. Centered pass. 2-on-1, and now it is a 2-on-2 for the Broncos. In the corner. Number 21. Back to number 7. Big block by Stern. Schufelt behind the Crusaders net. Big cross-ice pass to Gertio. Gertio tips it into the zone, and a big hit. E5 knockdown to the ground. Puck is taken by the Broncos though. Heading up ice, gaining speed along the wall is number 21. Phillips does a great job stopping the puck, being centered in front of the net. And it clears the zone. Friesen misses the block. Broncos are offside, and now they are fine to re-enter the zone, but it is too late. Phillips has cleared it in. That will register as a shot. Big hit by Friesen. A little bit of tussling after the whistle. Bit of upper body contact. Interesting to see how long this penalty will be. 13:18 left in the second period. Friesen taken off the ice to go sit in the sin bin. Two-minute penalty for head contact. Porter Holland in for the draw. Wins it back to Zook. Tied up in front. Stern and Elias watching. Crusaders will attempt to clear from the zone any chance they can get. Just outside of the blue line. Big hit by Stern. Offside, but not called. Captain into the corner for number 7. 16 behind the net. Back into the corner for 7. Nice cross-ice pass. Back to Vitelli. Back to the defenseman. Slick skating. Gets past Stern. Cross-ice to Vitelli. Vitelli shot foamed up in front and blocked by Holland in the corner. Battle for the puck. Holland and Vitelli going at it. Vitelli, younger brother of Silvertips player Vitelli as well, who went to the Coyotes training camp. Stern defends, dumped into the corner. 43 seconds left remaining in the penalty kill for the Crusaders behind the nets. Vitelli out, cross ice, and hits the post. What a miracle. These defenders must be getting tired. They have been out there for a solid 90 seconds thus far. A little late now for a change at this point. Behind the net, passed out in front, tipped away by Holland, dumped into the corner, cross ice. Shot stopped by Kylo, zone cleared. Great job by the Crusader penalty killers, killing off the entire 2 minutes without a change. Both teams will now change, giving a little bit of an energy booster. Oh, puck is taken by Crossan, taken back by number 15. Zemlak gains speed into the zone. Crossan, that's right in the corner, big hit. Stripped in front by Schufelt. And the net to Lazarenko, haven't seen him in a while. Penner up the ice, curves around on the right side. Dipsy Doodle taken away by the Bruns defender. Tipped ahead, stretch pass, but it is taken away by Phillips. 10:30 left in the second period. Lazarenko tries to get out of the zone and is held in, but it now is knocked out. Phillips with the puck, cross ice to Wallace. Penner jumped in. Lazarenko and Wallace, Penner as well, will all go for a change. The puck is still contained by Stabart in the zone, kept in by Friesen, gaining speed. Broncos. Crusaders tipped out back. 1-on-1. Now turning into a 1-on-3. Did not break for the net. Friesen up ice for Stabard. Dumps it in. Phillips will go for the change for Elias. Cross ice, pass, goes wide. No icing call on the play. Elias behind the Crusaders' nets. Circles back, reverse breakout here. Zook along the boards for Gercio. Gercio up to Holland, and hit out in front is Friesen. Gercio along the corner. Shot in front, stops. Recovered in the corner by Sharma. Sharma looking to break out on his right to Zerlias. Zerlias hits hits off of the ref's skate. Penner gains speed. Sharma with a shot. Stick knocked down to the ground. Penner back to Zerlias. Back to Penner on the right side. Fired to the shot, and it is stopped at 8:36 by Woloshin, who has been lights out through the first period and a half. 8:36 remaining in this second period. Lazarenko out to take the draw. One of many grade 11s on this year's team. Lazarenko with a draw win. Back to Hammond. Put it back to Wallace into the corner. Attempting to go something in front. Tipped in front by Stern, and it is saved by Woloshin. Icing called off. Zook cross ice to Wallace. Strong pressure by Bruns, and it is taken by number 22. 3-on-3. Cross ice pass blocked by Wallace. Looking to crash past the blue line here. Lazarenko up to Hammond. They got a 2-on-2. He has Stern on his left. Stern. Option to Lazarenko, left side. Shoots it wide over to Lazarenko. Lazarenko, first shot on net. Hits off the goalie stick behind the net. Brought back to Zook. Stopped in front by Stern. Oh, and a huge save by Woloshin. That could have been a huge momentum swing for the Crusaders. Fortunately, it did not work out. Hammond. Strong pressure by Bruns along the boards. Behind the nets for Zook. Cross ice for Friesen. A little pushing and shoving in front of the net. As you see, sticking for the Crusaders. Whistle dead at 7:13. Spark touches it. Face off going into the Crusader zone. Friesen out there to take the draw. Leading the team with 101 hits thus far. Fantastic season for him so far. He does not win the draw, however, as Elias recovers in the corner. Runs into the corner, but again, another recovery by Elias, and it's hit out of play with 6:57 to go. Friesen, draw loss. And it is out of the zone. Broncos are going to have to clear here. Friesen looking for the stretch pass from Phillips, but he passes to Stabard instead. Kept in play by the head of Stabard. And Friesen with the big hit out in front for Holland. No call on the play. Brought out in front by Stubbard. He was taken out by Bruns. Pushed back in. Crusaders need to clear. Into the zone. Icing. Touch up by Phillips with 6:18 to go. Broncos attempt to get a change in, but do not. Sharma for the draw recently switched to the center position after playing the wing on the grade 10 line. Sharma loses the draw. It will win back from the Broncos. Out in front of the net. Taken by Penner, back to Stern. Stern behind the net, trying to get it out in front to Sharma. To Schufelt. Finds a shot, and he scores! Carson Schufelt with his first of the year. All of the Crusaders have now scored. Pluses on the ice. Penner, Stern, Sharma, Schufelt, and Wallace. Goal actually may be credited to Penner. May have gotten the tip in front. We will have the ruling on that in the description. 1-1 tie with 5:58 to go. Sharma loses the draw. Big momentum swing there for the Crusaders. Wolshin definitely shaken up after that one. Beautiful shot in front of the net. Carried into the zone by Stern, taken away by the Marco defender. Back to Schufelt. Tipped in by Sharma. Oh, and not kept in time by Wallace. 5:33 remaining in the second period. A little something going on in front of the Crusader bench. Lazarenko going in for the faceoff. He wins the draw. Back to Zook. And Zemlak enters the zone. Crusaders have a 4-on-2. Out in front. Oh, huge save by the Bruns goalie on Gercio. Out of the zone. Michelli. And it's called a keep in for the questionable call. Phillips over to Zook. Trying to get out of the zone. Crusaders will take their time. 5 minutes left in the second period before intermission. Gercio along the wall. Back to Lazarenko. Both teams have gotten a change in. Long stretch pass. Tipped off of Zemlak. Icing will be called off. Ringed around the boards by the Bruns defender. Taken in the corner by Lazarenko. Looks to center it out to Hammond. Out in front for Hammond. Zemlak fighting for the puck. Kept in by Schufelt. Schufelt with a shot. Blocked by the Bruns defender. So Elias back to Schufelt. Up ice pass for Stubbard, who just came off the bench. Chipped in. And, it is kept in by Elias. Crusaders must re-enter the zone due to a offside. Big hit in front by Friesen. Make that 102. Elias gaining speed. Crusaders have a 3-on-2. Elias cross ice. And nobody there in time. Just 2 in front for Stubbard. Now we have a 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Bruns entering the zone. Shaken up by Elias. Crusaders regain possession with a big hit from Hammond. Scary little flopper there on Kylo. Stays calm and conservative. Hammond, up ice pass, taken by Bruns. Friesen tosses it back to his D. Elias flips it into the zone. And Crusaders will have to go to face-off stop with 3:14 remaining. Line change for both the forwards and the defensemen. Can either team score? 3:14 left. Sharma with the draw loss. off ice, 2:15, shift off the boards. Huge hit from Holland, no call on the play. Oh, and just over the top of the net by Stern. Stern to Holland. Holland flips it just wide of the net. Crowd in complete distress. Goes in for the shoulder, but misses. Wallace in the corner. Up ice pass for Holland. Holland tips it in, so the icing is called off. Stern behind the net, out in front. Stick of the goalie stops it. Smart play, but it is tossed out of play with 2:28 remaining in the second period. Intermission ahead. We'll come back after that with this Winnipeg High School Hockey League action. Cross-division matchup between JH Bruns Broncos and St. Paul's Crusaders. That's Renko heading for the draw. Loses it. Another category that the Crusaders have been struggling with today in the face-off, but keeping it in the zone has been very easy, and big success coming from one from Phillips there. Out in behind the nets is Penner. Penner back into the corner for Zenlak, but cannot keep it in this case. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Zenlak up ice. Another one of the grade 10s on the roster this year, out in front. And it is kept in by Penner. Penner with a shot, tip in front, and Holden with a shot, but he is also pushed wide by the goalie. Behind the net, Lazarenko tosses it out in front, but it is taken away by Vitelli. Gaining speed, dumps it into the zone. Looks like he will go for a change. Behind the net. Oh, lots of pressure here from Bruns. There could be a turnover. Crusaders regain possession here with Phillips. Lazarenko dumps it into the zone, but not hard enough for an icing call. Stole by Penner. Penner with a shot and a highway robbery by Woloshin. 1:08 remaining in the second period. Friesen with the draw loss, but regains possession. But again, it is taken away by Bruns, number 16. Shipped out back in front by Wallace. Not officially under 1 minute left, but Friesen does not seem phased. Tips it in behind the net. The Crusaders applying a lot of pressure here. Out in front of the net for Gercio, but holds it in. Great job by Gercio, and the puck is attempted to be covered by Woloshin, but is not. And Friesen looks to dump it into the corner. Not sure if the Crusaders can get there in time, though. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Wallace with a shot, tipped in front, but it's actually blocked by Stabard. Oh, big hit here. Oh, and another huge hit, but this time from Bruns. Looks like Stabard will be heading to the box with 14.5 seconds remaining in the second period. Crusaders will send out Phillips, Hollins, Stern, and Zook. Swimming, same as the penalty before, 2 minutes. Refs will wait for that to go up onto the board. A little bit of trouble here with the timekeeping. Oh, and they're going to give him a 4-minute penalty. Interesting call. It's going to be a hard one for the Crusaders to kill off. Holland loses the draw and taken out of the zone, but kept in. Stick lost, cleared by Phillips. And Stern with 4 seconds left on a breakaway. And penalty shot coming for the Crusaders with no time left. This is a huge chance for the Crusaders to go ahead just before heading into intermission. Could be a huge morale boost heading into the last 20 minutes of the game. Zev Stern, captain of your St. Paul's Crusaders. They chance to alter the game. Zev Stern comes in on the right. Pass Wolshin, and Wolshin stops it. Unfortunate for the Crusaders. Still waiting for confirmation if they will be adding 1 second to the clock. Looks like the period has ended. 3:45 remaining in the Crusader 4-minute penalty. We will see you all after intermission on this St. Paul's broadcast. Welcome back to today's program. Starting third period after our 15-minute intermission. 20-minute period. 1-1 tie game. 3:46 remaining in the Crusaders double minor. Stern, Zook, Holland, and Phillips out for the penalty kill. Shura is lost by the Crusaders. Dumped into the Crusaders zone. Zook gains possession. Pretty relaxed start here to the third. Broncos gaining speed to center. Tap from the side by Holland. Dumped into the Broncos zone by the Crusaders. Domenico waiting along the right side of the boards. 3:08 remaining. Crossland, Henner, Wallace, and Schufelt now out on the ice for the Crusaders. Dumped into the Crusaders zone. Icing is called off. Wallace fires it around the boards. It was stopped by Domenico. Puck is stopped by Kylo. 19:06 left in the third. 2:52 in the penalty kill. Penner and Crossland off for Stern and Schufelt. And the draw win leads Holland into front of the net, but is stopped by Bruns goalie. Cross ice intercepted by Stern. Holland is getting another break, decides to dump it in. Oh, and stopped in front of the net. Coming back is Stern and Holland. New guys on the ice. Phillips, Elias, and Henner along the boards. Missed pass. Too many men on the ice. And Crossland scores. Crusaders score shorthanded. 2:06 left in the penalty kill. 18:20 left in the period. Crossland with the goal. Others on the ice include Phillips, Penner, and Zerlias. Make that a 2-1 game for the Crusaders. Gershio and Friesen switch on. But penalty timeout called by the Broncos. Huge rush of adrenaline there after that Crossland goal. Just shows you moving your feet can help you win games. Stuart still in the box for another 2 minutes. Friesen back out to take the draw. Big rush of adrenaline here. Buzzer is going off, but that is okay. Crusaders do have the 2-1 lead. Friesen tie up, and it is tipped into the zone by Gertio. Great play. Behind the net, number 8 for the Broncos. 22. making a break up front, and it is recovered by Stefan Elias. Knocked out of the blue line. Broncos will attempt to bring it back in. Goska stopped by Phillips. Phillips along the board. Back for Friesen to Elias. Hits off of number 8's hand. Here into the zone. Hand pass with 17:47 left in the third. 1:33 left in the penalty kill. Crusaders done a great job killing off this penalty, something that has been one of their strengths this season, and they can only hope they carry this into the playoffs. Crossland in to take the draw, winged by Penner and Zook, and wins it. Zook tosses it into the zone. Wallace staying back and dumped back in by Crossland. Taken away by Bruns. Slammed stick by Penner, dumped into the zone. Let's see if the Crusaders can get a change, but they will not. Little sweep of the stick by Crossland. Puck is taken away by Penner. Attempts to dump it into the zone. 1 minute left in the penalty kill. Oh, big reverse hit from Wallace. And it is dumped back by Zook. Crossland will change off for Stern. Stern pursuing Vitelli and tackle bracket. Up ice for Stern. Stern on the break, but is taken away by Lazarenko. Stern out in front, diving, no call on the play. Dumped out of the zone by the Broncos. Big hit by Stern. Puck taken by Holland, but he is separated with puck. Teppercrack into the zone behind Kylo. Out back for Shapples. For Lazarenko. Lazarenko in front with shot and goal by the Broncos. Holland, Elias, Stern, and Schufelt. Fortunately on the ice for that one. That is a rough turn of events. Tie game. 16:15 left in the period. Goal was scored with no time left on the penalty, so it will not count as a power play goal. Draw won by St. Paul's Lazarenko, not to be confused with Bruns. Up ice and is kept in by number 7. Lazarenko up ice. Zemlak on his left. Dumped in by Phillips off of the goalie's blocker. Oh, and a big hit by Lazarenko. Not what he is looking to do at this moment. Not sure why that was called. Clean hit. Crusaders will be down another man for what appears to be false start there. The goal comes at penalty comes at 15:51 left in the third period. Clock resets. Still having some technology issues with the scoreboard. Crusaders do have out Phillips, Holland, Stern, and Zook. Lazarenko again in the box for what appears to be a hip check. Based on current standings, the Crusaders will most likely be playing Sanford or Kelvin in the first round of the playoffs, and if they pass, they will transfer over to the other divisions for the quarterfinals. Preliminary round will occur next week Whatever team is finished top 4 in their division will have home ice advantage in the best of 3 series. And we apologize for the technological issues here at Allard Arena this fine Thursday evening. Lots of St. Paul's fans out here. Crusaders appear to be consulting in the corner. In the corner here. Great game so far from these guys. Like I had mentioned, Zook, Hollins, Stern, and assistant captain Jacob Phillips on the ice for the Crusaders. Board appears to be back up, just resetting the time, penalty, and goal counts. Yeah, 15:51 remaining after this score clock kerfuffle. 2-minute penalty for Nathan Lazarenko. Hollins set in to take the draw. Wins the draw up ice with Stern. Getting speed, dump it into the zone, and will fight for it in the corner. Breakout pass by Bruns over to number 22, Phillips. Contest. Oh, and a little bit of touching after the whistle here. Zook defending Kylo in front of the net. 15:33 left in this third period. 1:42 left in this penalty kill. Captain of Bruns is thrown out of the circle, and the Crusaders still lose. Number 7 makes a cross ice pass back to the right of Kylo. Behind the net. Will he try to miss in? He will not. Back out to Shippers at the blue line. Stern contests and stopped in front. Kylo was able to keep that one out of the net. 16, faking shot to number 9. Number 7, back to Tabakari, and misses just top left of the net, and the puck will go back into the Bruns zone with 1 minute left on the Crusaders penalty. Change coming for the Crusaders. Wallace and Schufelt on defense. Penner and Crossland on attack right now, but it is brought into the zone by the Broncos, and they score. Power play goal. That was an unfortunate shot for the Crusaders. There goes this tie game. 14:35 left in the third period. Draw is won by Sharma. Toss into the zone. Back to Zerlias on defense. Zerlias along the boards. Runs, gaining speed into the zone, but is taken away by Phillips. Phillips behind in the zone, right in front. Oh, but it is stripped by Zerlias. Sharma carries the puck out of the zone. Gaining speed, 2-on-2 with Stabard on his left. And puck is saved by the Bruns goalie with 14:02 left in the third period. Friesen coming out to take the draw to the right side. most likely go with a tie up here. But wins it cleanly back to Wallace. Wallace along the wall to Stern. Shot in front by Gercio, just off the stick. Big hit in the corner by him as well. Taking one is, and a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle here. Gercio gets a little bit of action in there along with Stern. It was Friesen who made that play happen, sacrificing the body in the corner. 13:46 left in the third period. Crusaders looking to tie the game. Net is back on his pegs, and Friesen is ready to make this draw. Wins the draw, back to Wallace, kept in by Zook, fired on net and saved, but it's gotten out. Friesen with a chip shot just wide. Friesen in the corner, lays the shoulder into it. Stern behind the net, and Bruns regains possession, carrying it up ice. Brought into the zone, and that will be a save by Kylo. Stern knocked down there, and a little bit of a hit from Friesen. Gercio gaining speed into the zone. He is on 1-on-3. Still managed to get a shot off. Hit off the low stick. That was a close one. 2-on-2 here. Schufeld and Elias defending, and a blocked shot by Steph there. Oh, and the glass gets shaken up a little bit with that hit from Friesen. Friesen getting speed up the ice along the boards, but is recovered by the Broncos. Looking to make an entrance to the Crusaders zone. Cross-check behind the play by Friesen. No call. And he makes another big hit at the glass. Schufeld circling in his own zone. There's Elias. Ref stops the puck on that one. And tussling going on in front of the bench. The puck is taken out by Penner. Penner, 1-on-2. Little dangle. And shoots it, but it is stopped by the Bruns goalie. 12:13 left in the third period. Great attempt there by Penner, stripping the puck in the neutral zone. Crossland getting set for the draw. Oh, but he gets thrown out. Tyson Penner comes in for the draw instead. Loses, but puck goes into the corner. And it is taken out by Vitelli. 2-on-2 for the Broncos. Try to go for a change. Crusaders should be able to get it out of their zone here. Crossing behind the net. Off of the back of the net. That was a close one, almost going in. Zook up ice for Holland. Touched by the goalie though. So no icing on the play. .46 left in this third period. Lazarenko take the draw. Just loses into the right corner. Chipped out in front, 3-on-1 for the Broncos, but it is taken by Schufeld. Off the boards, up to Zemlak, cannot contain the puck. Goes into the defensive zone, tip off the skate of Lazarenko. Crusaders will recover in their own zone. Schufeld, breakout pass to Zemlak, taken out in front by Bruns, but is recovered by the Crusaders. Lazarenko gaining speed with fakes the shot. Puck will go off of the Bruns defender and comes close to exiting the zone, but Lazarenko keeps it in. Bruns will attempt to clear it out, kept in by Wallace, and a desperation save by the Bruns goaltender with 10:59 left in this third period. Crusaders down 3-2. They've really been applying the pressure here in these last 5 minutes. Key thing is to not get any more penalties. Sharma heads in for the draw and wins it to the side, but Smart just whiffs on the shot. Stubbs tosses it into the zone. Kylo gets out of his net and plays it. Needs to get back in time. Behind the net, number 19. Out in front of the net and tipped away by Stabard. Oh, and just wide of the net. That was a close one. Slap shot over the net, almost out of play. Passed up by Phillips, right to the defender. Stripped by Stabard. Hit on the ref's skates. Phillips clears the zone. Tackerberry gets it back in. Elias skates out, Stubbs there. Zemlak gaining speed. Shoots it and just wide of the net. 10 minutes left in this game. Goal would be crucial right now. Zook back into the Crusaders zone. Regained possession. Off the boards to Stabard. Clears it into the zone. And Holland tries to recover in front. And it is chipped out in front. Oh, off the post by Zook. Close one there for the Crusaders. Crusaders switch to defense here as Bruns tries to enter the zone. But Crossland coughs it up again. Over to Wallace. Stern pursues, and Crusaders have two guys into the zone, and a shot by Crossland. Crossland comes in for another shot, but is stopped by the Bruns defender. Hit in the corner by Porter Holland, and a big hit by Zev Stern. Back in the Crusader zone, Carson Schufelt looks to recover the puck, but is given to Zev Stern again. Zook gaining speed, up ice. Holland fires a shot just wide of the net. Friesen back to Schufelt, off the crossbar and out of play with 8:47 remaining. That could have been his first of the year, but the post had something else in mind. 8:47 left in the third for the Crusaders to tie up this game. Friesen set for the draw. A little bit of a draw tie up, a shot behind the Bruns nets, but kept in by Elias. Now it's kicked out of the zone. A little bit of a breakout here for Bruns. Cross ice, but Schufelt is there in time to separate the play. Deflection goes just wide. 8 minutes left. Gercio up the ice to Zemlak. Does not gather in time. Icing is called off, however. And a decent sized hit by Gercio. Puck kept in by Zook. Oh, and Gerch cannot contain the puck. Along the boards, takes a hit to make the pass. Friesen along the left wall. Phillips in the Crusader zone. Oh, and it is passed back to Zook. Up ice. There will be an icing call on play. St. Paul's will not get the change in. And the face-off will be to the left of Ron Kylo. 7:47 left in the third period. No Friesen. Taking one of his many draws today. Tie up does not work though. Out in front, and it's tipped just wide off the glass. Gercio tries to go cross ice to Zemlak. Icing will be called again. Crusaders will not get the change in. 7:33 left in third. Hammond and Lazarenko must go back to the bench. Face off this time to the right of Kylo. Friesen. Tie up again, brought behind the net by Zook. Tried to play it up along the boards, reverse hit against Lazarenko. In the corner, Zemlak fighting for the puck, but it breaks free to Zook. Zook tried to make a breakout pass, was stopped by the Bruns defender, and Friesen was up ice, but is taken back by Varelli. in the corner, stopped in front, and a huge save by Ron Kylo to save the game for the Crusaders and keep them in it. Crusaders will now get their long-awaited change in off the boards for Bruns. They make an entry into the zone, taken by Lazarenko. Regroup here for the Crusaders as Bruns is making a change. Breakout pass to Stabard. Lazarenko crosses the blue line, passes it right into the stick of the Bruns defender. Puck taken by Bruns as they cross the blue line here. Circling behind the net. Crusaders need to get it out of their zone and get some scoring chances this late in the game. Speak of the devil, Wallace up the ice, gaining speed. Back for Stabard. Stabard deflected and will go out of play with 6:11 left in the third period. Crusaders will make a change. Sharma out to take the draw. We'll have Penner and Stern on his wing. 6:11 left on the clock for the Crusaders to score on the left side. Very important draw here for Sharma, and he wins it. Stern has possession, Vitelli steals it back. Taken by Zerlias. Kept in the zone. Dumped. Sorry about that. Cut out in the camera. And breakout here for Bruns, but great defending by Zerlias, and is stopped by Kylo. Did not see that one coming, but cleared out of the zone. No penalty on the play against the Crusaders. They will be thanking themselves after that one. Blocked up in front. With just over 5 minutes remaining for the Crusaders to score the game-tying goal. Icing call will be made. Bruns will not get their change in. Interesting to see how much time will be left when the Crusaders pull Ron. 5:24 left on the clock. Crosslands, it's not win the draw, but it's brought back to Eamon, and cannot contain it. In front is Zemlak. In the corner, fight along the wall. Brought out by Bruns, but it is kept into the neutral zone by Andrew Wallace. Jackson Zook brings it towards the stands. Holden Zemlak brings it into the zone. Pushed behind the net by the Broncos goalie. Behind the net is Zemlak getting to a little bit of pushing match. Interesting to see what comes of this. Crossland behind the net, but is taken back by the Broncos. But Eamon Wallace keeps it in the zone, and now is taken out by the Broncos. They have a 2-on-1. Oh, and a huge save by Ron Kylo on the Broncos. Oh, Crusaders almost let the puck go into the bench. Thankfully, hits the boards instead. Broncos behind the net, in front. Huge robbery by Ron Kylo. 2 in the same sequence of events. 4:11 left on the clock. Boy, has he kept the Crusaders in this game since the beginning. Friesen in for the draw. Friesen tie up, brought forward by Gertschio. Schufelt coming in, dumped it just over the referee's head. Gertschio into the corner, trying to regain possession. Just under 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Schufelt dumps it in behind the net again. Oh, and it hits the netting. Changes the skating pattern there for the defenders. Big hit by there. Oh, and a shot by Stabard. Stopped by the Broncos goalie. Jamming at the net. Stabard, imaginary puck, is not there. Schufelt on the fence. Icing is called off by the refs. St. Paul's will appear to make the change, while the Broncos are changing as well. Back into St. Paul's zone. Vitelli strips the puck from Zrelias. Vitelli out in front. Small save by Kylo, but it's those ones that have kept them in the game. And a block by Stabard on the right side. Pass from Gercio to Friesen. Friesen, big hit along the glass. But the puck is taken back with 2:45 to go in the third period. They should not retaliate here. Friesen heading off to the bench. Offside for the Crusaders. 2:37 left in this third period. Down 3-2 to the JH Bruns Broncos. Lazarenko out to take the draw. Crusaders appear to be saving their timeout for later on. Draw win by Lazarenko. Phillips up along the right wall. The Crusaders are not getting there in time. Flipped just wide of the net, and a huge hit by Captain Zev Stern. Jackson Zook in the corner, fires it around the boards, and it is recovered by the Crusaders. Another big hit by Stern. Out in front, tip just wide. Keaton Hammond. Oh, and Lazarenko gets, not sure where the interference call is on that one, but Zook can catch them on the breakout. Entering the zone is Stern. A lot of speed behind the net. Lazarenko regains possession, but chips it wide. 1:40 left in the third period. Crusaders, this is a must-score situation. Wallace, up ice to Penner, but is taken away by Bruns. Crusaders will need to pull their goalie soon. Kylo heading to the bench. Off of Sharma's head, kept into the zone, but now shot out to Schufeldt. Wallace, not for mistakes at this point in the game. Too many guys on the ice for the Crusaders, and it misses just wide of the net. Crusaders got away lucky with that one. Phillips, up ice to Penner. 55 seconds left on the clock. Penner gaining speed into the zone with a shot, and just wide. And Phillips cannot contain the puck. 39 seconds left in the game. Phillips to Penner along the left side. Back to Phillips with the shot deflected in front by Zemlak, but it is too wide for Sharma to finish the job. Out in front for Penner, just wide. Oh, he has the puck again. Back to Phillips. Phillips off the crossbar. Sharma back to Julius. 16 seconds on the clock. Phillips with a shot. Oh, shot by the goalie. I'm tussling in front. What is going on? 11.6 seconds left in the third period. Can the Crusaders score the tying goal and send this game to overtime and possibly a shootout? Crusaders will be using their timeouts. 11.6 seconds left on the clock. A few mishandles there by the Crusaders. Looking to recover in the last few seconds of the game. Only imagine what is going through Tyson Penner's head after that post that he hit. Great opportunity. Crusaders have been doing a lot better near the end of the game, getting pucks on net. They just have not been going in for them. Looks like they will keep Crossland out for the draw with a 11.6 seconds to go. Stern. Hollins. Crossland on the wing. Loses the draw. Back to Phillips. Out in front. Deflected wide. 6 seconds left on the clock. Holland out in front. Oh, just goes off the goalie's skates. And time will expire. A last-minute shot by Stern. The game has ended. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week in the preliminary rounds of the Winnipeg High School Hockey League playoffs.